between this live action stuff. I'm always gonna separate it. It's not the same.
Nah, I read what, but you don't understand my childhood. Yo,
Yo,
you don't know me.
Real I took that real personal.
Yo, every weekend.
I'm gonna do my research on that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who are you taking out to see that?
Yo, mind your business. yo, mind your business. Yeah,
That's a clean one.
yo, I didn't know my ops were in the No. Honestly, I think when I met her, I was turned, so it's like
Yeah. So she's
It's
gonna
the
harbor that and be like,
environment,
yo,
yeah.
like.
But it's like, yo, like that's not my character all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I like how you said it all the time.
no,
all the time.
If
It
I
is
have
sometimes though.
if I have alcohol in my system, more times you're pretty, I'm gonna try to shoot my shot. But like, it's not always like that. Like, you know, obviously I can have a civil conversation with a female, especially if I'm trying to get to know her on something. You know, like it could just be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Friendly too.
Yeah, the
you
city's
can't be
small.
friends.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
man,
this,
it's 8:35.
oh yeah, no, we gotta put this in there.
Side
still.
combo, side combo.
Yeah.
But all right, let's get to the meat and potatoes, like I always say. What's good, guys? It's your boy Sima, your boy Ronto, your boy BlckkStar, and your boy Delux, and we are here with Maybe It Gets Better podcast.
Yeah, yo. And make sure to go like, comment, and subscribe. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio. We're about to be on Apple Podcasts. Go check us out.
And Twitch.
And Twitch. We're about to start live streaming. So, you know, lots
And
of things
another
coming.
thing, please, if you can, go check out our Spotify. Give it a 5-star review, just to support, show your love, and just get us on the map, please.
Exactly.
Pretty please.
Wow.
All right. So, how's everyone's mental health this week?
It's you know, I'll start. It's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of sucks that summer's almost over and like it's starting to get cold. I think that's kind of like, you know, making me not feel the best. But besides that, everything's pretty well. It's funny because they always say, like, I was having a conversation with one of my homies. He's like, yo, soon as Caravana is over, the weather just starts to go down and gets colder. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's funny. But yeah, I'm good otherwise, though.
Yeah, I hear that.
So, you decide Caravana's over?
Yeah, after Caravana's done, like you just know summer's over.
Yeah, like there is still a couple like events, parties, and stuff, but like it's just not as lively.
How did you guys get to enjoy it? I was stuck at work.
You make time for the things that you want.
Yeah,
you just
exactly.
got to.
Exactly.
Some people live for Nyash, some people die for Nyash.
Be like that. So, what about you, Deluxe? How's your week?
My week is good. It's been a lot of like productive in terms of like meeting new people, traveling downtown a lot more, doing a lot more with like City Hall and like the city of Toronto. So that's a blessing.
Yeah, dude. Yo, we saw you with the mayor. What's going on with that?
Yeah. That was a good look. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we've been in the same circle for quite some time now. It's like they're catching on to the work that I'm doing, and a lot of the new developments that we have in Jane and Finch. It's like it's always a blessing to kind of like share that perspective, share my knowledge, honestly, and influence like new policies, new procedures. A lot of the youth work that I do is kind of related to like youth violence. So in Toronto, that's what we're seeing a rise in. So we're trying to combat that any way possible and just like trying to collaborate more. You got to have meetings with like stakeholders. That's a big part of it. It's like you could do the groundwork, but you need people in like different rooms to kind of like support that, advocate for that, push more funding for programs and everything.
Yeah. That's let's give a round of applause for Deluxe making big moves.
Very big news.
What about you, BlckkStar? How's your week? How's your mental health?
Jeez, it's just straight work. I feel like it's a never-ending grind. For the summertime, I've just been working and working. My hours are so messed, but it's good though. I try to find ways to like set myself up for a better, clearer mind. And you know how before I was having issues with the amount of time I could like focus on something like a show or something, because my time span was like I could only handle like shorts, like TikTok. I couldn't handle like long movies and stuff.
Oh, like you'll get distracted real quick.
Yeah, and now I'm getting better. It's easier to watch a movie now. I've been going through the X-Men movies, yo.
Oh, that's a good
X-Men
choice.
movies.
Good
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah,
Good choice.
I'm going through the X-Men movies. I'm trying to catch up to Deadpool and Wolverine. Trying to see everything before that.
So what would you say is your favorite X-Men movie now that you watched all of them?
It's always gonna be
Mine's
X-Men
X2.
Origins.
Two is a crazy.
X-Men Origins.
Origins was
Origins
really
was tough.
good.
Origins was tough.
Seeing Wolverine's backstory, his brother, always tough.
Yeah.
I think for me it would have to be X-Men 2
Yeah, X2.
Oh, yeah.
X2
And then,
was the
like,
toughest one.
at first. What was it? First Class. Yeah.
Yeah,
X-Men
I'd
2
say
and
first class too. Yeah, first class with
was
the.
actually really
You
good.
guys like First Class?
Yeah, I think it was the
Yeah.
Magneto origin story that really
Yeah,
like
but that was
pushed
a good
it.
representation of Magneto.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
it really showed the pain of like Magneto as a character, but it also showed like how dynamic the man is. Like
Yeah.
the powers and everything is just like not just only magnetism or it goes deeper. Especially when you go into like Apocalypse, you see really what he's about.
It was kind of sick seeing him like as a noob Magneto, like weak, because like usually you see him being able to like lift up everything in the city, but in that First Class movie, he was like so fresh,
Yeah.
And then it was also weird seeing how Professor X like lost his legs.
Yeah,
I wasn't
that one
expecting
caught
that.
me off
Crazy.
guard because I'm like, yo, I know of it, but then seeing it and you're like, yo, like you're telling me like the man just got like one bullet in, and then the man,
And
like-
it was from Magneto
yeah,
and the girl. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Like I thought it was gonna be something more.
Something drastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nah, that was a good one. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. That was okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
I
was
take
a
that
good
back. I take that back. I take that back. My bad. But shoot, my week. Boy, it was good until Friday, cause like Friday just everything just kind of like everything was good at the beginning of the morning. I went through my day, boom. I had one more thing to do at the end of the day, and it literally just fucked up everything I just did for the day. So it was like, without going into too much detail, I felt like everything I worked for the week, I like kind of like just threw it away on one day. In like 1 hour, everything just went away. So it's like,
It's tough to keep the high wave.
yeah, and I'm trying to stay positive about it and stuff, but it's like, it's annoying, but we're gonna stay positive and move forward with it, so
Yeah.
it's not too bad.
Maybe it gets better.
Yeah, trust me, it will get better. What are you talking about? What? Yeah. Okay. So anyone else?
No.
Okay.
We straight.
Okay.
We good.
Anybody need a shoulder to cry on? No. All right, we're good. Okay. Okay. Start off. Are scrambled eggs fried chicken?
Yo, this is such a bullshit question.
scrambled eggs or fried chicken.
No, because like I feel like this is a question you ask yourself or your homies like when you're high or like just chilling. But
It's
I'm
a
a-
good question.
It's
I
a
think
good-
so.
no.
But think about it though. It's scrambled eggs. How do you make scrambled eggs?
with oil.
And what?
In a frying pan, yeah.
Okay then. So
Yeah.
is it technically fried chicken?
No, it's not. Isn't there more
Why
to
not?
like?
Oh, you have to bread chicken.
Bread your chicken, yeah.
season it, put buttermilk.
Because you're going based off the words, right? Like fried chicken,
Yeah.
it's unborn. Because that's what, scrambled egg is unborn chicken.
Unborn chicken.
So it's like, I feel like there's more,
More to
texture with fried chicken, though. Like it's crispy. It's
Well,
like,
yeah, of
you know?
course, it's completely different.
Yeah.
But like, how are you gonna separate these two?
It's like the technicality of it. Like,
It makes you
What
really
is it?
ponder it, really. You're just like thinking.
is
oh,
that
man.
fried chicken though? It technically, it is fried chicken.
This reminds me of that like question that Caribbean people ask each other. Is it curry chicken or chicken curry?
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely curry chicken.
Yeah.
Whoever says chicken curry, I'm sorry, but you're kicked out the club. And yeah, we might
Curry
not be
chicken
able
all
to
the way.
invite you back.
Yeah, curry chicken.
It's
Curry chicken.
definitely curry chicken.
Nah, what do you guys think in the comment section?
Yeah,
curry
let us know,
chicken
let
or
us
chicken
know.
curry?
What nationality switches it up? Yo,
The Trinis.
put your flags in the comments, yo.
The who else? Guyanese. I don't know. I don't want to call out too much people, but yeah, you guys fix up.
Hey, bye.
So what would you guys say? The final answer
I'ma
is
say
scrambled
no.
eggs, fried chicken. You gonna say no?
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no because that's wrong.
It sounds wrong, but like in the actually, yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Oh, wow. All right, I'm gonna be the odd one out. It's fried chicken. I ain't trying to hear that. What's one thing that you know is bad for you, but you love it?
Why did I just have flashbacks?
Yeah, like yo, like it took me back. Like
You ever have that one toxic ex that's just,
Yeah.
you know, she got you and you know you want to go back, but you know she ain't good for you.
Mash up your whole life. What? So
Who's going first? Who's going first, though?
jeez, I hate answering my own questions. It's tough.
When we go down the line.
All right, bet.
All right.
alright.
You want to start Deluxe?
You can start Deluxe.
That's one thing I like, but I hate. I'm gonna say milkshakes. Yeah, milkshakes, cause yo, I love a good milkshake, you know, on a hot day, whatever. But yo, sometimes it's like I'm cashing checks. I can't like, you know, I can't do that some days. I'm gonna be real. There's certain days that got me like, you know, I'm there praying and shit. Like, yo, please, like, I don't know what the man put in the milkshake, but it got to me. But
Yo.
yeah, milkshakes is definitely that one. For me.
Milkshakes.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a
That was a good
tough
one.
one. That was a good one.
That
Still.
you love it so
Trust
much,
me.
it just does you bad. Like,
Yeah.
Nah,
Boy.
you know, that gives me an idea for a good one. So you know, whenever you just finish eating, you're like, yo, I feel like for something sweet. Yeah, it's like I know I shouldn't do
That
it.
sweet
like,
craving.
Yeah, like a cookie or I don't know, like yo, the white chocolate brownies from Moxie. You guys,
Ooh,
you guys ever-
I
don't think I've ever had that.
I had that. It's fire.
No,
It's
it's
fire.
top tier.
It's fire.
I don't think I've ever been to Moxie's.
I mean, you don't really go to Moxie unless it's for that or like when
Yeah.
you're younger. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, mans might get at me in the comment section, but I haven't been to Moxie's in a minute.
There's nothing at Moxie's for you.
You only go there when you're young and you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I'd say the desserts on their menu, which is honestly is just the white chocolate. It's just that's about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. And like they have, I'm gonna say they have proper nachos, but besides that, there's nothing really at Moxie's that you guys
Yeah.
need to get. You know what I'm saying? So,
Is
yeah.
it like a regular restaurant or like a bar type restaurant?
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah. It's more like kind of like healthier food.
I wouldn't even say it's
I wouldn't even say
healthy.
healthy.
But I don't know.
It's just cheaper, I guess.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's alright. It's alright. I ain't talking shit about Moxie's, but it's alright.
I'm talking shit about Moxie's.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, it's decent. It's decent.
But what about you?
Huh. One thing that I know is bad for me, but I love it. Way. There's so many. Damn. Video games. Certain foods. Like cheesecake.
Like you're on a
You definitely, you of all people.
Yeah, I can't do the cheesecake, but
Mm-mm.
yo, my stomach with cheese and milk is not a thing. But but the way I love cheesecake, yo, I have to schedule out the bathroom still. Just don't come in here from 4 to 5 and we're good. But
One of them ones.
yeah, one of
One
them
of
ones is terrible. But yo, I love cheesecake. That's my favorite. So yeah, I'll go with the cheesecake.
Yeah, what's the percentage of people that are lactose?
I heard
In
it's
the
really
world.
high
It's
actually.
high.
like,
Really?
Yeah.
It's messed up because I'm not even lactose, but my mom is. So there's certain days where like I feel like yo, I got my dad's genetics, and there's certain days I feel like my mom got me.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about it. It's like
Yeah.
I feel like if you're melanated, like you're lactose intolerant.
You're most likely to have it.
Yeah.
Nah, but like for our immediate family, yo, you're the only one.
Nah, Misha's.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
right.
yeah. Nah, but some like there's some days I could eat a whole pizza and be fine, and then there's the next day. I don't know. Maybe it depends on the ratio.
I'm not even gonna lie. If
What
I
Type
have,
of cheese too.
if I
that's
have
what I'm
a-
saying. Like it's the genetics, bro. It's like one day you got whatever parents' genetics, and then the other day you just
good. Yeah, it's
Nah.
weird. It's weird.
Sounds like your genetics are bipolar.
Trust me, I'm taking that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely bipolar.
Yeah.
I think for me, like I can actually if I eat ice cream, like I hear I can't eat dairy products or my stomach's gonna go like crazy. It's gonna sound like a marching band.
No, oh no, nah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
for me, nah. But we all sound like big back kids here.
Yo,
Yeah,
I
we
be
only talk
eating
about
good.
food so
We
far.
literally only talk about food.
Boy.
So like, anybody have any relationships or like I don't know, like
Oh,
or like a toy, like you guys are giving a lot of PC answers.
Wait.
So, I'm
What's the question again? Say it again.
What's one thing that you know is bad for you, but you love it?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes that toxicity, I'm gonna be real, like I'm gonna keep it 100. There's certain days you're like, yo, this is giving me a headache. And then there's certain times like, yo, I love this shit. I love this shit. I'm gonna be real. And it's like, it just keeps you on your toes a little bit and be like, yo, it's not the most healthiest answer, but, you know, I'm not gonna generalize it, but, you know, from my own experience, there's certain times where I'm like, I don't really want that.
Is this good for my health, my mental? Yo, honestly,
Exactly.
like you be in certain relationships with like people, not even just females or males. Like you be certain relationships with friends where it's not even good for you, but like you still are there because you love that person, right? So
Yeah.
it doesn't always have to be on a romantic level. But
100%.
yeah, but honestly, like I've had my fair share, and I think it definitely takes a toll on your mental health. But like you're just in it, you're just like it has your blood going.
Yeah.
It's that excitement factor. It's provocative.
Yeah. The hustler mindset, you know, I
I'm
got
a-
one, I could get another one.
I'm actually hold on. I'm actually spin that around.
Yeah.
I like being the toxic one. Like if I'm the toxic one, if I'm like, okay, I don't want to sound terrible right now. It's not too bad, but it's
It's
like
about to get bad. Then once you start off like that, it's gonna get bad.
Trust me.
I'm gonna chat shit all the time and just see if you can handle it, type thing. You know?
So you just like playing around a lot.
Yeah, and maybe sometimes I just do it too much to my loved ones, and then like they think I'm being serious, and like they might feel like I'm trying to push them away, but it's not like that. It's a different type of personality. I'm trying to see if you fuck with it.
You're just trying to get the silliness out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to like be corny with everything or whatever, or be like, let's say you're talking to someone romantically. Like, I don't always want to keep it romance. I want to be able to talk shit too.
Mhm.
No,
Like you like this part of me too.
Yeah.
And it's not even like a bad thing to be like, oh, sometimes you could just like say something randomly and be like, yo, this is how I think about this topic or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and then you just hope and pray that the other person is not going to take it as like, oh, this is your general opinion or something. Like,
Yeah.
this is just one of those intrusive thoughts or dark things that
It's like love and dark humor.
dark humor.
Yeah. Because I be talking shit too, so I feel you.
I think it's important to obviously flirt, joke around, and have like a sense of humor whenever you're talking to somebody, but not like be very like have bad intentions when you do it. You know what I'm saying? So I say being toxic is you get to the stage where we have to go through it. You know what I mean? Being toxic, like get that out of your system. Because when you mature, you understand as an adult, like you can't be doing that.
But does it really go away?
That is true.
I would
It's like-
say it goes away. I think we just learn to handle it better.
I think you mature
Deal with
too.
it.
Yeah, it's maturity, 100%.
Like like everybody matures at a different pace, right? Like you can like it at a point in your life, right? Where you're younger, like you can be in your early 20s, and then you realize that it's not good for you, detrimental. So you grow out of it eventually. You know what I mean?
Also, you shouldn't be afraid to like start an argument sometimes. Like that shit's good.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the argument.
Yeah, it depends on like nah. But
You gotta get to your
damn.
answer somehow sometimes.
I be starting arguments a lot over dumb shit too. That's bad. But I
How
like
did you
it
feel
though.
like you come back and be like, yo, like,
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was talking about. Like, I feel like sometimes you got to be the bigger person and apologize. Like, I feel like that's a very important trait because you can't be all high and mighty all the time and be like, yo,
But
I got
like
everything
being that
figured
though.
out.
I like being that though.
So I have a question. No, I have a question for the viewers. Comment below who do you think is toxic out of the four of us.
It's definitely not me.
I kind of want to
It's
know.
definitely not me. Trust
Who
me.
you
If we go
guys
back a
pick.
few episodes where you try to get us canceled.
What are you talking about? See, trying to
Yeah,
influence the
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Leave me alone. But yeah, okay. So did you guys answer? What would you?
I said whenever I have a sweet tooth after I finish eating.
Yeah.
But my non PC, like, my actual, answer
The
would be is
toxicity.
like, I think I would have to say the toxicity. Like, I've been in my fair share of toxic situations, and like I always like review it and I'm like, yo, like I'm not gonna lie, that was a very exciting time in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But would I go back? Like me now, I wouldn't go back to that type of stuff. I don't tolerate that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Some of us are changing. It's okay.
That's growth.
That's
Yeah.
growth. That's growth. Okay. So, next question is, what's the best decision you ever made, and how has it helped you?
Who wants to go first? Because I already know my answer.
Shoot.
You want me to go? I would say starting this podcast, to be honest.
Yeah, that was tough.
Definitely gave me a good idea of where I want to take this and what I wanted to do prior to this. I think I've always wanted to be in the content creating space. This was just a great outlet to do it. Shout out to Ronto for giving me the idea. Shout out to Delux and shout out to BlckkStar, because this was, without you guys, this wouldn't come together. We all play a great part into achieving this. So yeah, like honestly, this was something that I feel like will get big. I know we say this every episode. We talk about like the growth, but I think it's important to document these things from now, because it's like you guys are gonna see it when we're at a bigger part of the journey, right? So yeah, that's pretty much my answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else wants to go? You want me to read the question again?
Yeah, one time.
All right. What's the best decision you ever made, and how has it helped you?
That's tough because I'm always gonna think of one thing, but not be able to be fully sure if it was the best. But shoot, I would say staying in Canada. I think because there was an opportunity for me to go out to the States, stay there for like half a year, but then like I wouldn't have been able to grow into like who I am the way that I wanted to be. I would have had to like, cause like when you move, you have to figure your things out again. It's like rebuilding your foundations and all that. And I think at the time I chose the right thing to just stay, be with the people that I know, people that I love, and like build the connections that I have.
You're probably regretting it now with our economy and our situation right now, because like traffic, the shitty job market,
Transit.
here's the
my
transit,
gosh.
like you're probably regretting that now.
It's added
There's
up.
gonna be more opportunities.
Yeah,
I want to
no.
travel, yo. Like I don't want to be only in Canada or the States. I want to go over to Europe, go over to where else?
Asia, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope.
But it definitely gets better though. Like it's not obviously not gonna stay like this forever.
Okay, what about you, Delux?
Oof,
The best decision you ever made that
kind of
has helped you out?
Honestly, I feel like just being myself more. I feel like that one was something that I definitely came into. Learned how to like navigate my own personality a lot better. The impact of my voice was something that I didn't really see before, and I remember I just like slowly got into like public speaking, but like I didn't really think I got something there. But it's really the people that are listening that really inspire me, really, because they're like, oh, what you're talking about is real, and a lot of people don't touch on it. And I really come out of it with from a genuine place. I really don't really sit down and write whatever I'm going to talk about. I know the talking points I want to get at for sure, but it's more or less like, okay, I'm passionate about a topic, like let's say, for example, like youth violence prevention, right? Like speaking from my perspective, I grew up in Jane and Finch, right? So I seen a lot of things in the neighborhood and a lot of things that we needed to change. But to be honest, I had to change myself first before I'm able to change the things around me, others, the system itself, right? Because like I said, I always use this example. It's like when you're in a plane and you got to put the oxygen on yourself, do you put on other people first or yourself?
Yeah.
You got to put on yourself first, right? And that was what I did with like kind of like understanding my own story, getting mentored from other people that really believed in me before I even believed in myself, for sure. My mother was a big part of that too. Like I finally see what she sees. And just going out there and seeing the same challenges that I had in my life and how it could really impact another youth's life. So I'm never a person to really gatekeep knowledge. That's not what I'm about. If I could really and truly help someone, even if it's not at the benefit of myself, I don't mind doing it, because at the same time, there's that belief that someone believed in me. So that's why I'm like, yo, if I knew myself, and then with the psychotherapy training and everything, I mean, going into year 3 in September, but the first 2 years were really, I was always just talking about myself for the first 2 years. Because that's what our psychotherapy and Gestalt therapy is like. The first 2 years of the course, or the first 2 years of the training, is only about you. So you don't talk about no one else. You understand what's wrong with you first before you even talk about anyone.
So basically, they're trying to get you clear out your baggage so you can help someone else clear out their baggage.
Absolutely, and it helps you understand other people more. Because you'll be like, oh, I relate to this because I unpacked it. Or I'm not willing to touch on this topic in my life because so-and-so. Well, that's a conversation to be had. Be like, why don't you want to talk about that? Because if someone else were to have the same challenges, what was things that work for you? Not to be like, yo, what things that help me are going to help you, but that's a starting base, right? To relate to someone.
I think it's very important to be very self-aware, and I think with you going to psychotherapy and like actually getting that perspective from somebody else and like learning more about yourself, it helps you deal with other people and their similar problems, like you were saying. And honestly, I was even thinking as you were talking, I'm like, yo, like I remember meeting you in like high school, and like you're like this really quiet person and stuff. And like to see you now as like a very vocal person doing a lot of big things in the community, like, you know, shout out to you.
Appreciate
I was
that.
actually proud of you and stuff.
Appreciate
So
that.
yeah.
And I think a big part of that even was like, when you're shy and stuff like that, it's not because you don't want to talk, it's that you don't know how to.
Yeah, like you're trying to figure out how to get in where you fit in.
Get in where you fit in. And it's also
Yeah.
a lot of that overthinking, right? Like, shy people aren't just like I could say for myself, I wasn't shy. I know I wanted to talk, but I felt like I was under a microscope in a sense, where like I feel like, oh, things I would say, people would like disagree with it or whatnot. But I shouldn't be worried about what other people think about what I'm saying. As long as I believe it and I know that it's not really hurting anyone and stuff like that, then I have value in my voice. So that's what we try to communicate with the youth growing up, that, you know, you understand the power of your voice. Like, so you're not alone in your story, really and truly. Like, someone else might go out there and listen to it and be like, wow, like that's actually the same thing I was thinking, but I just couldn't articulate it properly.
Yeah, I feel like I had to eventually learn that too. Like use your voice more, and just learn to be comfortable with whatever you got going on for yourself. You know, so yeah, it's a process, but you know, everyone gets there eventually.
I think for me, for lack of better words, or just lack of words, I just learned not to give a fuck.
Yeah,
like
facts.
real shit. Like,
It's weird. Like,
honestly, like you're not gonna please everybody. Somebody's not gonna like something about you. So why do things to continue to please people? Just girls always say this, live in your truth stuff, and I can see why they say it. Like, you know, just be yourself and live in your truth.
Nah, they don't like taking accountability. That's a whole different subject.
I mean, when I say live in your truth, I mean, like, you know, like if you are a type of person, don't like be yourself.
Yeah,
that's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
I don't mean like, oh, be a terrible person and not take accountability. Like, if you're a terrible person, take accountability, because that's growth. You know, we don't like to see that.
You can't be right all the time, and I feel like that's what you're getting at, is like with your true self and everything. You're not gonna get it right all the time.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, for me, like I know I'm not the perfect person. I know my faults, right? And like me knowing my faults, I'm not so hard on myself as much, right? And I just feel like, all right, like if I did anything to offend you or offend anybody, like I apologize. Like, but this is me. This is me taking every step by step to better myself or to right my wrongs. You know what I mean? So I'm always gonna try to be myself at the end of the day, despite if other people don't like it.
That's what it's all about. People.
Overthinking is hard to go through, especially when you're young and like in high school.
Yeah.
That's tough. Like, it feels like you're under deep water sometimes.
But at that stage, you still trying to figure out who you are as a person and what you could offer to the world. Because like at that stage, it's like you're too young to do this, but you're old enough to do that. But then you can't do that because you're too old. But then you can't do it because you're too young. And then it's like, if you do it, you're old enough to know better. So then it's like,
He's
stuck
overthinking right now. He's overthinking.
It's like, you know, already it puts me in that state. So yeah, I get it.
I think how I look at it is just like, bro, you gotta make mistakes to really get to know yourself. And I think at that age or whatever, like you're still young, you're still maturing, and everybody around you is still maturing. So they're not gonna put you in the space to really, make those right decisions. So it's not. Don't be so hard on yourself, especially if you're like at a young age. Like a lot of people don't really find themselves until they're like in their 30s.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like
when that frontal lobe fully grows.
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So take every day, one day by a time. Yeah.
Facts.
Do we have enough time for one more topic?
Yeah.
I want to bring up something.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a topic?
Oh,
let's.
Okay, a little like switcheroo.
Okay, BlckkStar.
Let's
What we got?
we gotta
let's talk
shake it
about
up.
what we have upcoming. Disney did a thing. I think it was D23,
What's that?
D23. Just upcoming movies that are coming out for
Okay, well, the
okay.
storyboarding
Marvel
kind of
and
thing.
like the rest of their Disney plans. Let's see. First that we have up on the line is Agatha. Coming out September.
What's Agatha?
Scarlet Witch. She's
Scarlet
a,
Witch,
she's
yeah,
a,
the
she's an
enemy.
antagonist of
Oh
that
yeah,
one.
she was
Mhm.
in the Scarlet Witch
Yeah.
show, right? She was
Yeah.
like the last villain
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the end of.
I'm lost. Someone pull that back. For
I'm
me.
not sure if she's supposed to be like
Tied
as the
into
same power level as her or
Wait. Is that the
She just wanted
Scarlet?
witches.
The Scarlet Witch is with the alien, the red alien guy.
Vision? Vision? Yeah.
Yeah, that's them, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you watch WandaVision, basically she's the last person. I think we're spoiling it, but whatever. If you guys haven't watched it, you guys are sleeping.
Yeah,
She's the
seriously.
last villain at the end, right? And they have like a little clash, right?
Mhm.
I think Scarlet ended up beating her, but
Yeah.
that was when she was still new with her powers. Like after the
Agatha?
no, Scarlet Witch was still new.
Oh,
with
when
her
she got her
powers.
memories back.
Yeah.
Like she was still like she was not like where she is. Remember, I don't know if you've seen the Doctor Strange movie where she was really like turning.
Yeah, she's tough now. Like,
Yeah, she's doing the
she's,
madness.
she's messing with the multiverse now.
Yeah, so like her power level went up.
Yeah,
So I don't think they're
drastically.
like power scaling wise. Like she's on like Agatha's on tier with.
I
Scarlet
don't
Witch.
know. I think the way that they're making it seem like she might fight her at a decent level, but we'll see. All right, next we have Spider-Man freshman year. It's gonna be like an animated movie, I think.
Is it tying in with the last Spider-Man, the Miles Morales Spider-Man, or no?
I think it's Tom Holland, right? Or you said animated,
No,
right?
I think animated.
animated?
I think it's gonna be like
A different story.
totally different. Yeah.
No, they
Just
need
another
to. We
Spider-Man
need
in the
another.
multiverse.
They're creating another storyline inside of Spider-Man universe.
Yeah,
Why? There's so much already. Why?
because we have the animated Miles Morales stuff going
Mm-hmm.
on. So like,
But we need another movie for that.
Yeah.
Because the last one was so tough.
we're getting one. We're getting one.
The
Trust
Yeah,
me.
Spider-Verse?
apparently there's a
Well, I'd
live
rather
action
that
with
than this.
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
because they teased him in the Miles Morales movie
Yeah, they
getting
did.
captured.
Okay,
So they did tease it. So.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I mess with Danny Glover.
What's next?
Danny or Donald?
Donald, you're right. My
Yeah,
bad.
Donald. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nah, 'cause I'm pretty sure
Disrespect.
Danny Glover. Nah,
Danny Glover is the old school dude.
He's
Yeah.
from Die Hard.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. After that is, I don't know if you guys watched this. You probably did. Moana. Moana 2 's
Moana was
coming.
tough.
I didn't
I'm
watch
not
the
hearing
first
it.
one.
I haven't
Moana
watched
was
that one.
tough.
You haven't watched it
I
too,
haven't
right?
Moana was
This one's
tough.
gonna have her little sister. She's gonna be like raising her little sister a bit. That's gonna be nice.
I'm gonna do my research on that.
Yeah. Moana was
Who are you taking out to see that?
Yo, my nigga.
Yo,
yo, mind your business. Yeah.
clean one.
Yo, I didn't know my ops were in the building.
All right. Next up, we have Star Wars Skeleton Crew. I don't know too much about that.
That sounds like a one-off, spin-off type thing.
yeah, maybe.
I heard because Star Wars is actually going into like a lot of like R-rated shows now because of the Accolade.
Is it?
No, with the Accolade actually, so they got a little bit more darker.
Did you guys watch that Accolade?
I watched it. It was alright. It wasn't too bad.
I heard so many bad things.
I mean, cause that's like okay. My thing with Star Wars now. Don't get me wrong. I love the whole like, Anakin series and everything. That's definitely there.
Cool.
But the thing with Star Wars now is that people are afraid to change, right? Like you can't have
that's for
like the
sure.
thing with Star Wars. People they're gonna be like, oh, you can't really do that. But the Star Wars series is actually evolving.
You know what it is? The fan base is toxic.
Yeah, it's 100%. They're not gonna be like the things that happened like the 80s or 90s,
Wait,
whatever.
wait. No, we can't just blame it on the fan base because it's also these writers. They're not actually watching or reading into the
100%.
past things that they're supposed to.
Because there's like a
They
lot
contribute
of
to the
plot holes.
toxicity for
Yeah.
sure. They're like, yo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think honestly, the last Star Wars franchise, like the trilogy, they could have did better. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
the best. You know what I
100%.
mean, like it could have.
But how do you guys like? There's like actually no, I won't bring that up because it's in this list.
Yeah, but yeah, for the Star Wars though, I couldn't watch Star Wars because something about watching it and knowing that there's more to the past, and it's like, do I really want to go back and watch all of that? Not really. So I never really got into the Star
There'll be a
Wars.
time where you're bored and you'll feel like catching
I
up.
recommend the Darth Vader series. Just watch
Yeah.
the
Of
Darth
course.
Vader. Like
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
episode 1 to 3, right?
yeah. Just watch those 3, and then you'll actually like just even look at the Darth Vader like story arc.
Yeah.
Yo, that's actually a really great story arc. I don't think any series has ever topped that.
Bro,
to be
have
honest.
you watched the HD? Whew,
It's tough?
peak tough.
Okay,
Clean.
okay. I'm about to check it out.
All right, next up on the list, we have another one of these, Mufasa, the Lion King.
I seen
I heard
that.
about
Live
that.
I heard
action.
about,
I
they're trying to say Mufasa is like adopted or something like that.
Yeah,
know.
this is like totally different storyline now.
that's why Scar is pissed that he became the king.
yeah,
Cause it's not.
we're getting like deeper backstory compared to. Like,
I might
all
have to
the
watch
animated.
that.
Listen to
I did-
me.
That would make
Yo,
sense.
Listen
That
to
would
me.
make sense.
Yeah.
I'm an old school guy, so the original one is the original one to me.
100%.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's the
I'm saying-
only Lion King I need.
So that's the only Lion King that matters. So
But
all
don't you
this
like
extra stuff.
don't you guys like the look though? Like seeing the lions in real life and
Oh, they're doing live action. They're not doing
Yeah.
animated.
not animated.
Oh, I don't know how to feel about that.
You didn't watch
Yeah.
the original. They did the original one live action.
I never watched.
I did.
That.
I was not impressed.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
didn't
can't
watch
lie.
that.
I was not
I
I don't
impressed.
even remember.
I
I,
think it
watched
looked
that.
kinda cool, to be
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
think it
saying.
looked cool too, but I don't really remember.
The idea, because the idea at the time was so new, I think that's why I liked it. But now that I understand what the idea behind the live action with the animals and stuff, I'm not.
You're not as impressed anymore.
Yeah, like I'm not
Yeah.
eager to go watch that. You know,
But I feel like in my mind, I always separate the two. Like the animated between this live action stuff, I'm always gonna separate it. It's not the same.
nah, I read what, but you don't understand my childhood. Yo,
Yo,
You don't know
that
me.
real
You
This guy took that real personal.
Yo, every weekend, it was between Power Rangers,
Mhm.
Lion King, and
VCR tapes, right?
You alive?
You don't know about that.
Nah,
see,
I read
see,
the
see,
VCR
see
tapes.
what I'm
You guys
talking
don't- you
about?
never had
See
no
what I'm talking
VCR.
about?
VCR tapes are golden.
Yo, our
You watch the
golden.
same movie 100 times and it was a
150
good
times.
time too.
Yeah.
Yo, I know the words to Lion King. I could speak every part of the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
but what's the
I
dude?
remember
What's the dude?
those.
What's the dude?
Do it.
Do it, do it.
nah, I can't do that. They about to give me
Too shy.
They're about to give me, but yeah, nah, Lion King tough.
We're about to clip that. All right, next up we have Marvel's What If season 3.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
100% great.
I watched like a couple episodes.
Yeah.
If
If you
the
get bored, watch it. It's good.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Alright.
watched the first episode, I think.
After that we have Percy Jackson and the Olympians.
How'd
Do you guys like the young Percy Jackson?
Yeah, is that the remake with the?
Mhm. And he's
Yeah.
actually 12.
I didn't watch that. No. I like the movie though. The movie was tough.
It was good.
The movie was tough.
If you like read the books, like this is more accurate.
Oh, okay,
That's what
okay,
I heard.
okay.
A lot of people are shitting on the other ones, the other Percy Jackson movies.
When he's
movies?
older.
Yeah, the older ones. People saying
Yeah.
that they weren't good. That's why they're doing.
I don't know. I like them, but
I
maybe because
personally
it's
like
like
them too.
I personally like maybe because it's like what we had, so we like held
Yeah.
on to it. But
I think it's nostalgia purpose.
it's no, definitely.
I
Yeah.
feel like if you didn't read the books, you love those. But if you read the
Yeah.
books, then you love the younger version.
But
Makes sense.
I read the books, but when I watched the movie, I didn't really remember the books too much, so it didn't matter. I just thought it was a great movie at the end of the day.
All right. After that, we have Captain America: Brave New World.
I'm
where we
watching
get,
that.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
looking
watching-
forward to
yeah,
that.
We
I'm
get
looking
the
forward to
Red Hulk, yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was interesting.
I think they're actually going into a good direction with the MCU right now.
Yeah.
You think so? I
think Deadpool versus and Wolverine definitely brought it back.
Have you seen that movie?
100%. You didn't watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Oh, I was about to say.
No spoilers.
I just said
And I
I'm
watched
trying
it
to
on
catch up. I
Tuesday,
just said I'm trying to catch
no
up.
spoiler.
No spoilers.
Yo, but that's gonna be tough. I like just this new wave that they're gonna come through. They're trying to fix up after their mess up with the last little iffy stuff that's on Disney Plus. But
Yeah.
we'll see how.
But they took accountability for it in Deadpool. I feel like they know that like it was a rough patch. They even said it many times, but
hope
it's
so.
it's a good direction. I see it getting better.
Honestly, if you know, you know. No spoilers.
Next up, we have Daredevil: Born Again.
I'm
That's it?
optimistic. I'm optimistic
Y'all
about
don't
it.
like Daredevil like that?
If I do like Daredevil, but if
like
they
the old
change,
one.
if they change that, Ben Affleck has to do it again.
I don't know. I ain't feeling Ben Affleck. I ain't
original
feeling
one?
that.
That
I
was
did like that one.
tough. That
Yeah,
was
I did
love that
tough.
one.
That
It
was
was-
one of my favorite movies.
It was kind of goofy, but like it has its moments. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you definitely could redeem.
or I wouldn't be mad if they got the guy off the Netflix version.
No, that's the one that they're using it
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
Actually.
really? Using it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
But
I'm
that's
not
what I'm
mad at
saying.
that.
Like,
I'm
if
not
you were
mad at
talking
that.
about Ben Affleck's Daredevil, or like I forgot the guy's name though, but that guy in itself, like his embodiment of the Daredevil. and
Yeah, he was
everything,
spot
He
on.
fit better. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck is good in a lot of movies, but I wouldn't see him in like a superhero movie.
Isn't
like,
Ben Affleck too big now? Because he like bulked up for Batman.
yeah, but like
yeah.
like I didn't really see him as Batman too. Like I feel like you
I
just
saw
Ben
him as
Affleck in a
Batman.
mask, but
I thought he was a sick Batman.
Well,
Yeah.
wasn't the guy that was in the Netflix series for Daredevil? Wasn't he on the last Spider-Man movie?
yeah,
Yeah, he had a cameo in that movie.
yeah.
Mhm.
So they
in
did
the
tease
Spider-Man
it.
movie?
He
Yeah,
caught
the
he
last
caught the
Spider-Man
thing through the
movie.
Yeah.
window before
Oh
Spider-Man.
yeah.
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 And after that, we have the live action of Disney's Snow White.
Snow White.
There's a lot of controversy about the main actor for that one.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Snow White. I remember that one. They're basically what they're trying to. It's weird. Like they're basically. Was it Snow White or Beauty and the Beast? One of the other. One of the
No, it
ones.
was probably the mermaid.
No, not the
controversy for
mermaid.
that?
No. So basically, they're trying to switch it up to where it's like, the message is basically like, Snow White doesn't really need the dwarves or some shit. Like the message is kind of like they don't need men or something like some weird, feminist something's going on with that movie. And they were arguing. I remember they were arguing about that because they're trying to push
Drop in
some
the
funny
comments.
narrative.
What was that about?
Yeah.
We need to see how much.
Charlie Cox is what Daredevil's name is.
Fire for that.
Yeah, boy, Fox, boy.
Anyways,
Boy.
you guys, comment below how soon you think it's gonna take us to get canceled.
Yeah.
Cause boy,
All right, next up on the list we have the Thunderbolts, which is going to be all those kind of like side-ish main characters, like Bucky, the Winter Soldier, and then we have I don't even know some of these other ones.
It's like very equivalent to like DC's Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
It's basically those kind of characters coming together as like
So the
strike force
the
kind of thing.
sidekicks are coming together.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
You know the guy who was taking over for Captain America, and like he was like
the Falcon.
not the Falcon, the guy that Falcon was fighting in
Yeah,
his show.
he was the
Oh,
fake Captain America.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
You don't remember? The government was trying to give this guy the shield and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we have
He had the same serum as Cap, but it wasn't as potent. Like it wasn't as strong.
yeah. You guys remember what's her name? Black Widow's sister?
Yeah.
I didn't even see the Black Widow
Her
movie.
and
That was
then
tough, that was
her
tough.
dad are gonna be in that team.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts. All right, next up we have I'm just saying my honorable mentions. Some of these I have no idea what they are. But the Fantastic Four.
I'm waiting for
Coming
that. I can't
again.
wait. I can't wait for that.
How much times
The
did
Silver
he
Surfer?
How much
What?
times did he remake that series?
A couple
like
times.
I think
it
Three
was
times.
3 times.
3. This is about to be the 4th, maybe.
No, because they had the original one with like I think it was like the early 2000s, and then we had the 2010 one, and then we had they
Where
teased
Michael B.
it.
Jordan's in it.
Yeah, I think that was the 2010 one, and then
Yeah.
they teased it in the Multiverse of Madness,
Yeah.
where they killed Mr. Fantastic. So it might be. Are they bringing that back?
I
No, they're
believe-
using a different. They're using forgot, is that Pascal Pedro or something?
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
They're using him as Mr. Fantastic.
I know him as the Mandalorian, but
Yeah.
he's also in The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super
He was
Oh,
in
okay,
Game of
okay,
Thrones
okay.
too. If
He
you watch.
was?
He was. That was actually his big first role, actually, in Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Yeah.
When did he
remember
die? Or
what
was
role
he
he
in the
was in.
whole thing? 'Cause I
No,
don't-
he died. He died.
died.
Like, Game of Thrones, like, they always die.
That's why I was like, when did he die? Because I'm
Yeah,
like,
he had like
yo.
a 1-2 episode, but like
Okay,
he didn't
okay.
survive.
All right, let me roll through these quick. All right, next one is Lilo and Stitch. It's coming in live action. I
Leave it
believe.
alone.
But Lilo, I mean,
classic.
Stitch actually looks good.
Like
They
live
showed Stitch-
action?
Yeah.
People
People are upset about the color a bit, but
They always do
How do you
remakes
change
when
the
they
color of
release
Stitch?
it, though.
If it's not blue, I'm not watching.
he's
it.
blue. But people want a bit like darker blue or like
Yeah, because he was a
Deeper
bit
blue.
lighter blue. But that's what they did with Sonic the Hedgehog. People weren't happy with the original design. And
that
they
one
fixed it.
needed a
Yo,
huge.
yeah,
that one
redesign.
needed a
Yeah.
good.
They made him
Yeah.
look scary. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
So
Looked like he
maybe
was
it's
on
the same
crack.
case with that.
Yeah, trust me.
No, they made it sound look like he was on crack.
Next up, we have Iron Heart, which I'm actually excited
What's
for.
that about?
A new Iron Man character picks up the mantle. She's a very smart young woman who picks up like through his tech world. I forget which movie she was.
She was in Black
before.
Panther.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have
They
a
like
question
shit
for you guys. How do you guys feel about all like women being main
I just was
characters
about to
for-
go there.
for
Yeah.
the heroes now? Like we're getting a lot of women in the forefront of these hero movies.
I love it. It just makes sense. Because there's a lot of heroes in the world. Why aren't there like?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, like I don't have an issue with it, but it just has to make sense. Like,
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't-
only thing.
I don't want it to feel like it's forced.
But that's why, me personally, I feel like they're forcing it on us, whereas it's not coming across like fluidly. Like for one, She-Hulk, I was not ready for that. I did not expect that, and it just didn't come across cleanly as like they wanted it to
She
for
could
me.
have came out better.
It coulda came out
she
way
should've been
better.
a cameo in.
In something,
Another-
they
in
should
one
have
of the
slowly
Avengers movies.
introduced her and brought her in.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the way they came out with She-Hulk, it just threw me off.
They
And
didn't
then-
transition her properly. That's
Yeah,
really all it
yeah.
was.
And then what's that other one? The Marvel girl?
Captain Marvel.
Not Captain Marvel. It was the younger.
Miss Marvel?
I think it was Miss Marvel.
I don't know.
It was the younger girl though.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one of the
I know what
younger
you're talking
Marvel ones. Even that was like it felt forced. Like you guys are trying to force
That one.
us
Yeah.
to watch that. So like
All we're seeing
That
is
was the
that.
bad stage of Disney Plus. It was like-
yeah,
All we're
yeah.
seeing that is just if you guys are gonna introduce female characters, do it properly.
Yeah, that's the best thing I can say. Because Wonder Woman is tough. Is Wonder Woman even in?
No, she's
But
DC.
still,
DC.
but still, you see how they do Wonder Woman and Catwoman and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It makes sense and it fits everything. But the way they're doing the rest of them on Marvel, it's like it's just coming left field for me. And it's like
Ooh, the way they did Endgame, where they had like all the female heroes like come together in that one.
that
scene.
was tough.
That was
That
tough.
was tough.
From immediately there. That should have been their moment to like split into their single movies.
Yes, but they didn't really do that. They just kind of like
They just started
started
dropping new
throwing stuff.
characters.
I feel like at the time it was like a hot commodity to put female at the forefront, and they just wanted to jump on the wave.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why it feels forced. It doesn't
That's
feel
why
like
it
was
feels forced. They were,
genuine.
yeah, it wasn't genuine that they're really trying to put these women in special spots. They were just going with the flow of They were going with the trend
Also,
at the time.
yeah, they seem like they're trying to like do the money grab to grab on to
Exactly, the
feminists
attention from
to
females and
see
stuff.
if like they'll build up like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to the next one. One that I am super excited for. Tron Ares. They're making a new Tron movie.
The light with the light.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the- I
Tron
haven't watched
stuff.
the first one in such a long time. I don't even remember.
Nah,
which
Tron
one
Yeah, it's
was
been a
the
while.
first
It's
one.
been a
Stuff,
while.
stuff.
Yeah, I just know like the main character gets strapped into the game and then he
Mhm.
starts playing it.
It's so sick. I always love those movies.
Yeah.
Tron is like one of my favorites, I swear.
No, I like the concept of it. And, like it gives like even the old '80s ones. Like it was such a revolutionary piece of fiction at the
For a
time.
long time, I didn't know there was old 80s ones.
Yeah, that's
Bro,
crazy. Yeah,
trust me.
yeah, that's so old. Tron is like an old series.
It's super old.
All
They,
right.
even the game. Yeah, the game was like one of those those arcade games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me stop with these last ones. All right. Super excited for Avatar Fire and Ash.
They're
That's
making
gonna be
another Avatar movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
When was that one
Are we
released?
talking about like the blue people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I just gotta
Yeah,
make
yeah, you
sure.
got-
That's gonna be like a
I was
next
like, last year,
like
birthday,
I don't
bro.
know. So that's gonna be a while though, no?
Next year, December
Next
19th,
year.
I believe.
When was the last? When did the last one come out?
Yo,
again?
like last year.
Last year. or something?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He said after like that time period, they're speeding it up. Like the
Oh.
other movies are gonna come right after.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
ready.
wow, okay.
He's ready for this. And then
Yeah.
there's gonna be another. I believe this is a Star Wars Andor. I don't know that character. Please drop a comment. Who is this?
What?
I don't know.
When's that coming out?
Andor. For
know
Star
what that
Wars.
is.
Is he a Jedi? Like shit.
I don't know. All right, then we have Incredibles 3. They're coming back with Incredibles.
They better come back. Oh, I want the kids to take over
What
now.
was the time period from the first one and last one? It was like,
Like
It was
2010.
crazy 10
2010.
it was like 15 years. I remember
10,
seeing that in
15
the
years.
theaters.
Oh,
Just
you
like,
watched those.
yo, like,
Yeah.
I remember that as a kid going and getting all
Yeah.
the they had like some type of toys or something.
did they have that at McDonald's or something
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah.
like Incredibles was the sickest.
Yeah.
All right,
And the games are rude too.
Yeah, facts.
After that, we have Marvel Zombies. I feel like that's gonna be tough.
Zombies. Like,
Marvel
I feel like it
Zombies.
might be a hit or miss. We
Mm,
gotta
a
see
horror
how
movie for Marvel.
But it's
They
Disney.
need to
Disney
make
has
it-
their hand in it, so it might feel like like
They might make
yeah,
it
like
kiddish.
have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean? It's supposed to be scary, but it's not scary.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like
That type
a
of vibe.
They need to make this gory.
nah. It's gonna be like a mild.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be gory but too childish. I feel like
Yeah.
they're gonna dumb it down a little bit.
And then we have The Mandalorian and Grogu, which I absolutely love. The Mandalorian's so sick.
I have to watch that.
Toy Story 5.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Toy
Yeah, they
Story
honestly
2 was
should've been
all we
done with
needed.
The last one. That's
Toy
crazy.
Story 2 was all we needed. The last one was crazy. They went left with that. So I don't know.
Can I just say something?
I don't know.
I haven't seen the fourth one.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Ooh.
Yo, truth be
You
told,
didn't
I
watch
haven't watched Toy Story in a long time.
Boy, nah.
I feel like
the
that's
last one.
blasphemy.
The last one was they went on. They lost me with that.
They're just like concluding it. I feel like that was the proper ending of everything.
Leave me
moved
alone.
on to their next
Leave
owner.
it alone.
All right.
We don't need no more Toy Stories.
Eyes of Wakanda, the next Black Panther movie where his sister takes over.
Did
Ah.
the second with the last one?
I mean, yeah, but like, I feel like that was more of a team movie instead of her single. focusing on
Honestly,
her
I'm
own.
gonna give you guys a controversial take. I feel like she shouldn't have been like the main focal point in the last one. I think it should have been this upcoming one. I think we needed another like main Black Panther character before we switched the mantle because we only got one movie with him. Obviously, we know he passed away. Chad
Yeah.
Bogwick,
Rest in peace,
Mhm.
you know. Forgive me for butchering his name, but yeah, like
Chadwick Boseman.
yeah,
I got you.
yeah. So yeah, I feel like we needed another movie with him, but like honestly, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, you know what someone posted on Instagram? My guy Franklin from Snowfall. What if he was the next Black Panther?
That would have been tough.
How
That would've been tough. You see his son, the young boy that they
Yeah.
introduced in the last movie. That
Yeah.
would have been if he grows up. They try to like speed up the
they could.
verse.
That
That'd
actually would
be-
make a lot of sense, but we just
We'll
gotta
see. We'll
I
see.
would
Maybe.
love that. All right, I'm gonna just name off the last ones and we're done. X-Men 97
Can't wait.
next season. We have Spider-Man 4, where
Can't wait.
Tom Holland's gonna be with Daredevil. Then we have Avengers Doomsday,
Ooh. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's gonna be the one. That's gonna. I have to go to the theaters for
and
that.
also Avengers Secret War.
Yeah, we're going to the theaters for those.
Yeah, no, that's a good lineup for movies.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. as Doomsday.
That's interesting.
Mm.
Yeah,
Very
they
interesting.
How's
gotta-
that? So in the comics, does Iron Man turn into Doomsday? Is that?
I think Doomsday just tries to take over Iron Man's persona.
Oh, so they're gonna try to like. Okay, I see. Yeah.
A trailer for
I see
that
what
didn't
they're
come
trying-
out yet. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
no,
Nah,
no,
yeah,
no,
they
no,
just
no.
There was
teased
just a
it,
reveal
yeah.
that it's gonna be Robert Downey.
So we don't actually know what's gonna happen.
No.
Yeah,
Nah.
not yet.
So
That's tough though. I'm looking forward to
It's
that.
just because they're switching up the main villain after what happened to
Kang, yeah.
yeah, unfortunately.
That is super unfortunate though.
But yeah, maybe it gets better for Marvel
Yeah.
in the cinema world.
Yeah, but that's been our episode, guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Yeah, there's a lot of topics that we covered, so comment how you feel about some of the topics that we talked about, the questions, how you feel about certain things. Like, comment, and subscribe. You already know the drill. Also, check us out on our social media platforms. And if you guys have things that you guys want to see going forward with us, please comment below or message us on Instagram. And yeah.
Yeah. Hakuna Matata.
Peace.